GamingBolt presents the 14 craziest things Dark Souls players have done. Dark Souls, and in more recent times Cuphead, have been used as the standard to judge other gamers based on their skills. However, for all the git goods you've no doubt heard, hardcore players and fans have achieved things that would shock even your average Souls player. Let's take a look at the 14 craziest things that Dark Souls players have pulled off. Most alternative control methods. Bearsley. Bearsley holds the Guinness World Record for the most alternative control methods used to complete Dark Souls. Along with a rock band guitar, drum kit and piano, Bearsley has also used a microphone with voice-only controls, a Wiimote, a dance mat and a steering wheel. He did use an Xbox 360 controller for one run, but that was with a single finger. A single finger. Upside Down Dark Souls, LOBOSJR. Many people disliked LOBOSJR for doing Dark Souls challenge runs, but giving himself all kinds of advantages. For this particular run, LOBOSJR attempted something that even powerful items probably wouldn't help with. He modded Dark Souls to be played upside down. This resulted in some hilarious instances of bodies being upside down but hair still appearing at the top of the screen. LOBOSJR beats the game regardless, so we'll give him kudos this one time. Twitch chat versus Dark Souls. You haven't beaten a single Dark Souls game. That's fine, not everyone is equipped for it, especially when it's the first game. However, Twitch chat managed to do it. It started chaotically with the chat unable to pass the beginning area, but after moving to a vote tally and turn-based format, real progress was made. It took roughly 43 days, with ORNSTEIN and Smuff occupying about 28 days of that time. It's insane to say the least, but they did it. No rolling, blocking or parrying against bosses. TOLOMEOR DOOGILAH. Sure, you've killed a few bosses in Dark Souls 3 without getting hit, but have you ever done it with every single boss at level 1 without rolling, blocking or parrying? TOLOMEOR DOOGILAH spent about 50 to 60 hours achieving this feat, using a starting broadsword till champion Gunda. The hardest part had to be the Soul of Cinder, which took over 15 hours of tries to beat. Beat all games with no hits. The Happy Hob. The Happy Hob is rather infamous, with director Hidetaka Miyazaki. After beating the first Dark Souls without getting hit, Miyazaki expressed disbelief that such a thing was possible. So naturally, Hob went and beat all 3 Dark Souls titles without taking a single hit. It took 12 months, including one particularly sad occasion where he died at the Soul of Cinder in Dark Souls 3, but Hob eventually did it. What now, Miyazaki? Great Door Shield Gang, Iron Pineapple. Not all Dark Souls feats have to be skillful. Take Iron Pineapple and his friends, who decided to terrorize other players in Dark Souls 3 using the Great Door Shield. Found in the Ringed City DLC, it's basically a shield made of 2 big doors. Witnessing 3 hooligans with Great Door Shields circle around a hapless player or go 3v3 in a door shield battle is bizarre to say the least. Dragon Slayer Ornstein cosplay, COSARMOR and props. Dark Souls cosplays are serious business. Just take a look at COSARMOR and props who cosplayed as Dragon Slayer Ornstein. Using heat-formed expanded PVC with a bit of EVA foam and warbler, the madman actually made a real suit of armor. Throw in aluminium chainmail, 100 neodymium magnets and other materials, and it's no wonder he won the Emerald City Comic-Con 2017 cosplay contest. 720° emote, armor removal, weapon change wreckage. IHARDLYTRIHARD gaming. Filling in the list of ridiculous things to do in Dark Souls 3 is IHARDLYTRIHARD gaming's fight with champion Gunda. Get this, the man beats Gunda by spinning 720 degrees before parrying him, riposts, emotes with Praise the Sun, removes a piece of armor, changes his sword and shield, and repeats this process until he wins. Don't worry, it's even more perplexing when you see it in action. Dark Souls 3 in less than 37 minutes, Distortion 2. Speedrunners may have their haters, but even if he used a glitch, seeing Distortion 2 clear Dark Souls 3 in just 36 minutes and 43 seconds is pretty crazy. This was achieved by using the Tears of Denial spell, which recovers 1 HP if the player hits 0 HP at any point. When the player dies at a certain place, they can fall through the world, but with Tears of Denial, they actually survive and can thus run through numerous sections without fighting certain bosses. From Software subsequently patched this glitch, but we probably haven't seen the last of Distortion 2. Fancy Footwork, Celesterian Games. How many more insane methods can players come up with to beat Dark Souls 3? How about using one's feet? Celesterian Games achieved this very feat, get it? And even showed his viewers that he was indeed playing the game using only his feet. The real question everyone should be asking is, how? How in the everlasting hell is this possible? Happy Souls, JAMESERTON. The fanaticism for Dark Souls may mystify ordinary folk, but once you get into it, there's so much to enjoy. JAMESERTON clearly had fun on his Dark Souls 2 journey, as evidenced by his video, Happy Souls. Animated over 2 years, the video showcases all the key locations and conflicts he experienced with a decent dash of humour. A+ for effort regardless, especially for pre-nerf lightning spells. Dark Souls the movie, MOONLIGHTBUTTERFLY. Never had the patience or skill to persevere through an entire Souls game? Well, you're in luck, because MOONLIGHTBUTTERFLY edits them all down into full-length movies. The best part is that they're filmed and cut like movies with close-ups and cutscenes and appropriate edits. There are even versions that will simply go through DLC like Dark Souls 3's Ashes of Ariandel or The Ringed City. Pontiff Sulyvahn Destroyed, Neptune's Quester. Pontiff Sulyvahn can either be one of your average annoying bosses or a real nightmare. For Neptune's Quester though, Sulyvahn is but a small hurdle, instantly dead from a single riposte. There's more at play here though. Other players have attributed this sheer killing power to the buffs provided by the Sunlight Sword, Dragon Torso, Red Tier Stone Ring, and a fully upgraded Yorm's Great Machete with the Warcry weapon art. Yeah, that'll do it. PS1 Dark Souls, VESELEKOV, Ryan Price, HELLKITE Drake, and MEGAMOEKA. VESELEKOV and his friends Ryan Price, HELLKITE Drake, and MEGAMOEKA ask a simple but honest question. What if Dark Souls were released in 1996? More specifically, what if it was released for the PlayStation 1? With that goal in mind, the group set about creating Dark Souls scenes with simplistic graphics, a low frame rate, and minimalistic animations. Say what you will, but we'd play it. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, you can always hit that subscribe button and switch on the bell icon next to it. That way you'll never miss any of our videos.